Hey guys, so it is Christmas Eve and I hope everyone is having a very Merry Christmas, or if you celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. Just whatever you celebrate, and if you don't celebrate anything, then I just hope that you are all well. I just thought that I would go ahead and do this tag since it's Christmas Eve and it's going to be too late for me to do it pretty soon, so I really can't put this off anymore. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get started instead of me rambling. Alright, favorite Christmas movie. My favorite Christmas movie, it's hard for me to pick one, you know? Like, I mean, I really love Christmas. I really love Christmas movies. I sit and watch all of them every year. Even the really terrible ones, the really cheesy, horrible, like Lifetime original ones, I watch those too. I can't not watch them. But some of my favorites, I'm going to say some of my favorites because I can't just pick one. So some of my favorites are Christmas Vacation, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone, Gremlins, Nightmare Before Christmas, and I consider Edward Scissorhands to be a Christmas movie. Not everyone will, but I'll say it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Alright. And I also love all the little specials, like the little short ones like Frosty and Rudolph and Santa Claus is Coming to Town with Burgermeister Meister Burger. Burgermeister Meister Burger. I just like to say it. What else? You know, Rudolph the Grinch. I love all of that. I love all the Christmas movies and specials. Are you on the naughty list or the nice list? I would like to think that I'm on the nice list. I can't think of anything that I've done this year that's particularly naughty that would put me on that other list. So I think I'm on the nice list. Show us an embarrassing Christmas card photo. I actually don't have one. My family we don't sit down and take a bunch of pictures together like that. I'm petting my dog. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm petting my dog so she actually stays quiet during this video. So we don't sit down and take pictures. This is my dog. This is my dog. She says hello. Vivian says hello and Merry Christmas. She had a bow, but she took it off. Alright. We don't sit down and take a bunch of pictures together. I kind of thought it'd be cute if I took one with her and sent it out to people. Maybe I'll do that maybe I'll do that next year. I don't know. It's nothing my family's ever done. Have you ever had a white Christmas? I've never had a white Christmas. I have lived in Florida all my life, and it really just doesn't tend to snow here, especially not in Central Florida where I live. So, yeah, no white Christmases for me. But when I go out to Disney, they do have this kind of foam snow, and it's not very much like snow at all, other than the fact that it's white and it falls from the sky. Because it's like soap almost, and it's neat to look at, but I mean it's not cold. It's nothing really like snow that I imagine. I've never actually seen snow. But also in my neighborhood we do this thing where they bring in, it's like some kind of ice truck or something, and they shred the ice and they just like blow it all around and then you can play in it. It's pretty cool. So I'd like to think that's like snow, but they don't actually do that on Christmas. It's like 3 weeks before. Excuse me. Where do you usually spend your holiday? All my life, really, we would go to wherever my grandmother was living. So when I was very young, it was at my grandmother's house. And then she moved in with my aunt, so for a few years it was there, and then the past 4 or 5 years it was at my house because that's where my grandmother lived. So she passed away this year, so Christmas it's really different this year, but we've always spent our holidays wherever she's at. So this year we're just spending them at home, and it's nice. It's been nice so far. So we'll just see. Play or sing your favorite Christmas song. My favorite Christmas song is the one that it's the Snoopy versus the Red Baron, but like the Christmas version. And I love that song, or the Snoopy Christmas, the one that's like Snoopy versus the Red Baron. That is my absolute favorite Christmas song. And let me think of how it goes. I cannot think of the beginning because it's kind of like almost like it's spoken. Well, no, it's not like it's spoken, but I can't remember all the beginning, right now. But I remember the chorus. That's like, Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring out from the land, asking peace for all the world and goodwill to man. I'm sorry for all your eardrums right there. And I also like, what's another one I really like? I always like Santa Baby just because it's so cheesy. And I mean, we all know Santa Baby. Santa Baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Everybody knows that song. I think it's horrible and it's cheesy, but I love it so much. And I don't know, now I'm going to be wanting to sing it all day, but 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa Baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. I don't know, but yeah, that's one of my favorites just because it's, And also, I know I'm going to start repeating myself over and over again just because I'm just like, eee! What other ones do I like? I like the Chipmunks one, Christmas don't be late, but I cannot sing like a chipmunk, so. And I like all of the carols. I really like all of those. So it's one of those things, you can't ask me just one favorite Christmas song, but my top Christmas song is the Snoopy versus the Red Baron, which nobody seems to know. When I tell them about that song, they're like, what are you talking about? Okay. Do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? Actually, we used to open all of our presents on Christmas Eve. My father, I guess when they were growing up, they always opened all their presents on Christmas Eve, and in my mother's family, they opened theirs on Christmas Day. But when my sisters were born, they decided, or when my sisters were little, I don't know exactly when it was, but they decided to have us open up all of our presents, to go ahead and go do what my dad's family did, and to open up all of our presents on Christmas Eve, because my sisters would never want to get up and go to my grandmother's house if they didn't. So we always opened all of our presents from Santa on Christmas Eve, and then we would go open up our presents at my grandmother's and from all of our aunts and uncles on Christmas Day. But now we just open everything up on Christmas Eve. Like, my sisters just left not that long ago, and we'd already opened up everything, for my mom and my dad and for my sisters. So we already did that gift exchange. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? Of course! There's a song for it! Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But can you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Alright, that's enough torture. But yes, I can name all of Santa's reindeer. Maybe only because of the song. Maybe because I love Christmas that much. What holiday tradition are you looking forward to most this year? I looked forward most to when we drive around and look at Christmas lights. It's always been my favorite part. That's actually what we used to do when Santa would come. We would go look at Christmas lights, and then when we came back, Santa would have come, and then we got to open up everything. So I don't know, just looking at Christmas lights has always been one of my favorite things to do, and we're probably going to do it a couple more times this year. Probably going to do it a little bit tonight, and then some tomorrow night as well. I tried to grab my dog before she jumped up on the bed, and she just totally, jumped over my hand. Okay, so, yeah. Looking at Christmas lights is my favorite Christmas tradition. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? Until a few years ago, we always had a real Christmas tree. Always. So when we got a fake tree, I was actually a little upset by it. Now I've gotten used to it, But, I mean, like, there was a point when we got that fake tree and I was just devastated. I was like, it's never going to be like Christmas again. Christmas is going to be terrible from now on. Just because I'm kind of over dramatic when it comes to things about Christmas and the holidays. But, you know, I finally gotten over it and I like it now. It would be nice to have a real tree, but we don't have one, and I've settled with that fact. Hands down, what is your favorite all-time favorite holiday food and sweet treat? My favorite holiday food is, we have it on Thanksgiving too, and it's mashed potatoes, but it's like a certain way that my grandmother always made them for the holidays, so I kind of consider them to be a holiday food because we don't usually make them that way all year, and it's just, you know, it's like from scratch and everything, and, you know, it's just the way that it's made. And ham. I'm not a big turkey person, but I love ham. And favorite sweet treat, I make this peanut butter pie, and everyone loves it. People go crazy for it, and that's one of my favorites. And I only make it during the holidays. And another one that everybody likes, and I like it as well, are these things my mom makes called magic cookie bars. But I take mine like without the coconut, but they're so good. Be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? I actually, as much as I do like getting presents, I like giving them better because I just, like, that's one thing, like, I cannot wait until we can open presents just because I want to see how people like what I've given them. So, I like giving them better. Show us your tackiest Christmas attire. I don't have any, like, super tacky Christmas attire. I mean, I guess this counts. This Orlando Magic Santa hat, and I mean, I wear that like crazy. I do have like pajamas and stuff that I wear on Christmas. Like, I have Christmassy pajamas that I'll wear like up until Christmas, and I do usually get a pair of Christmassy pajamas on Christmas. So yeah, it's pretty much pajamas, and pretty much this hat's probably the tackiest thing I have. I wish I had like crazy earrings and everything, and I really wanted to get a tacky Christmas sweater this year, but I wasn't able to. What would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? I think I'd like to go up to my grandfather's house. He lives in Tennessee, so I would pretty much have an almost guaranteed white Christmas, I think. This year, he said that it actually wouldn't be snowing, but every other time, I think it has been. Another place I think would be really interesting is Germany. My family from my grandmother's side is German, and I don't know, I just thought Germany would be an interesting place to go for Christmas. Really anywhere in Europe, I think it'd be fun. New York would be really nice too. I haven't been to New York in years, and I think that would be a really nice place during Christmas time. Does your family have a special holiday recipe you like to help make? I help make everything. I love to cook, I love to bake, so I'm really like in the kitchen during the holidays. Are you a pro-present rapper? Are you a pro-present rapper, or do you fail miserably? I am an amazing present rapper, and there are a lot of things that I think I'm good at, but wrapping presents, that's one of them. I'm very good at it. My parents have me wrap all the presents just because I'm so good at it. I'm like a real perfectionist on it, and I make sure I get all the creases and the corners, and it isn't like all bunched up, and then I put like bows and fancy name tags and just everything. I love to wrap presents. Most memorable holiday moment. I can't think of one. Like, well, when I was little and we used to go over to my grandmother's house, I always remember that, like, my favorite thing would be when my grandmother would call and say, I put up all the Christmas decorations. So, I mean, it's not actually like a Christmas, but I mean, all I could wait for all year was for my grandmother to put up all her decorations. So, excuse me, yeah, just going over there and seeing her whole house decorated like Christmas, and she has this, it was like a musical dancing Santa, and you would crank the back of it and have like a little drawer, and you'd pull it out, and Santa would dance, and she ended up giving that to me. I still have it, but I have it put up because I'm afraid anything's going to happen to it. But, I mean, I could not wait every year to go over there and see it, because it would be like, once it was gone, like, I could not wait. I'd look forward all year to seeing her decorations up again. Um, what made you realize the truth about Santa? I don't really know. Like, I guess I was just like, I have to believe for so long. Like, I think that, I mean, I want to say I was like 11 or 12 or something when I stopped believing in Santa, but I never like told my parents I stopped believing in Santa. I mean, obviously, like, now they know that I do know, but like, I kept going with it. Just, I mean, I still do today. Like, my presents come from Santa just because I think it's fun. Do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? Yes, I make them, and no, I never stick to them. The only one that I've stuck to this year is I said I was going to live more positively, and I've done a pretty good job on that, except for like a few moments I have my downfalls, but pretty much that's the only resolution I've ever kept. And what makes the holidays so special for you? I mean, it's going to be like the typical cheesy thing, but it's getting together with my family and just spending time together, and just there's something that just feels different about this time of year, and I love it. I don't know, it just makes it so special to me, and that is it. Alright, so I think I'm going to like link to like the Snoopy versus the Red Baron song in my down bar, and I'm going to link a picture to my makeup in the down bar as well, and I really hope that you all have a good holiday, and just, yeah, that you guys enjoy it, and if you do the tag, let me know. Alright, thank you guys, have a good day. Bye-bye.